This is Michael Behrens, March 27th, 2021, standing in front of my house on Broadmead Avenue, and here's a returning broad-winged hawk. These hawks have been nesting in central Texas for several years, and if you look in the field guides, they're not supposed to be here, but they're here. And more, oh, look at him, what a beautiful bird. I found him across the street. There are two birds vocalizing, and these might be the same pair of Broadwing hawks, or maybe one of their offspring, that nested in my front yard last year. These are similar to our year-round resident red-shouldered hawks, a little smaller. Following the hawk again, it came over to the corner of my backyard on the utility pole that sits in the back corner of my property. And I was saying they're similar to our red-shouldered hawks, but these are just here in the summer, the broad-winged hawks. They have a coarser barring on their breast. Then the red-shouldered has a finer, more orangey barring. And they have big, broad, dark stripes on their tail, which the name is broad-winged hawk, but it helps me remember that they have big, broad stripes on the tail. I hear a black-crested titmouse now. Anyway, I thought I heard one of these birds the other day, and I've been so busy with work I haven't been able to get out. And so on this Saturday afternoon, it's so great to hear a couple and see one in my own yard. Along with returning summer birds, dragonflies are starting to emerge again. And this is a male common whitetail that does not have a white tail yet. It's so newly emerged. Its abdomen hasn't turned white on top, which is what gives this species its name. They like hanging around on the ground, hunting for insects. You can see its head moving now and then. So it's watching, looking around. So fun to start seeing some dragonflies again. Here's the female common whitetail. The very different pattern on the wings. The dark spots are smaller, and there are more of them, and the female will not get the white, bright white abdomen that the males do. They're both ground oriented, and they love the edges of roads or sidewalks. And they're kind of a stout dragonfly, kind of wider than average. So it's cool to see both sexes represented just on a neighborhood street near my house. Here's a little closer view of the female common whitetail. You can start to see a few more details in the wings and the abdomen. That row of white spots across the side of the abdomen. A similar species is eight-spotted skimmer. And eight-spotted skimmer, those white dots on the abdomen will be more combined to be just like a white stripe instead of separate dots. This is from next day on Lake Creek Trail. On the footbridge, I found this twin-flagged jumping spider. I didn't know what it was. I knew it was a jumping spider of some sort when I found it. And it was on the railing, the big thick metal railing of the footbridge. And you see the jumping spiders are so cool. They're so visual, they're so fast and agile. And you see this one waving its pedipalps. Those aren't legs or fangs in front of its mouth, but they're sensory organs. And it looks like on this species, I wonder if twin-flagged, the flags refer to those white spots on the pedipalps, because it looked like they could be for signaling. Here at the third low water crossing on Lake Creek Trail, I found about 35 leased sandpiper. I can never resist getting some footage of these guys. You can see they're kind of moving away from me. They were right by the crosswalk or the crossing, and there are, people coming and going to soccer games all the time, just walking right past them, and they don't mind. But if you stop and pay attention to it, they realize it and they move away. They move away from you, but they still stay close enough to see. And this is a killdeer, great size comparison. The big old killdeer compared to these tiny leased sandpipers. These leased sandpipers are probably on their way north already, and will be heading up to the Arctic to breed. They winter here in central Texas. Here's the last clip of the day. 2 Northern Cardinals, the male following the female on a neighbor's backyard fence bordering Lake Creek Trail. So fun. It's so fun making these videos and sharing them with everybody. Hope you enjoy it.